Hello again, everybody. So Pyre is just starting up here, and I am ready to rock this! I'm gonna try it with a controller today, too, to see if that works better than with the mouse. I get the impression that this game might be a little more controller-friendly. Not to say that playing it with a keyboard was bad, because it wasn't. Alright, so last episode, we completed a liberation rite, and we sent, Rookie home. So, we continue on our journey. As I noted earlier, the place I noted earlier, let me illuminate the way. Moonlight alcove. Can await the next cycle of the rites here. Alright. Volfred leaves you into a calm and quiet clearing tucked away inside one of the mountain's hidden folds. A variety of strange items and equipment. What's everybody doing? Rookie has been liberated. Tizo's off on his own. Exploring with Jodariel. Lost in prayer. And then Edwin's also off on his own. Amethyst Moonshine. Looking for something to do. I mean, you have moonshine. Hi, Imp. I'm gonna poke you. Oh, you're so cute. Oh, it makes my controller vibrate. Oh, I should totally have been using the controller for this. Okay. She has nothing new to say. No more Rookie to get annoyed by my bell ringing. Seems lost in thought, but then turns to me. Swaggin and I, we've shared many memories together. Could not help reliving some of them just now. I suppose some aspects of my past may be of relevance to you given your role. If there's something you should know, all you have to do is ask. I think I only get to ask one thing.
The gun.
How forward. Nonetheless, happy to tell you. Familiar with the stamping press? Yeah. A printing press. He operated one, ban on literacy. So, spread the truth about the, war with my machine under pseudonym. Discovered, burned to the ground. He eluded capture. Chanced upon the Nightwings, who were searching for a reader. In that respect, my past, I think, is similar to yours. Anyway, that's the long and short of it. Oh, cool, I get to ask him the other things. Why the Nightwings disbanded? I've been connected since they found me in the days of my exile. They found me in a matter quite how Hedwin and the others found you. Back then, it was a group smaller. I joined an exile named Arisa, and another known as Oralech. Oralech? Once in a while, we let little Tizo stand with us as well. He is much older than he looks. The other Tremuverids we stood against, they feared us. Only the Tempers presented any threat to us in any given rite. But there was an accident. Ursa, we lost her. And Orlish, he was my friend. He fell from Mount Alodil. We lost him as well on the night he was to be free. We were reckless, hasty, and I was powerless to stop any of it. Blame the rites themselves, circumstances put us into danger. The downside has claimed many lives, yet this, it was too much. I vowed never to don the mask again. I had the black wagon cleared and buried, such that it could not be used again. If the Nightwings would ride it again, it would be under different circumstances, under new leadership towards a different purpose. That is all I wish to say of that one. Ask how you know the minstrel. Tariq was there with the Nightwings when they took me on. His manner has always been, well, yeah. Although he is somewhat more cheerful now than I recall back then, if you can believe that, I think our plan has sparked a fire in him. Probability of success, 27%. Thanks, Rookie, for that 7%, I appreciate it. He serves the rites in the Nightwings. I tried to ask him of his past, but he doesn't want to talk about it. Though it is plain he's not from round here. This being the downside, I respect his wishes for some privacy. Nonetheless, I do not know too much of him. I count him as a friend. I've lost track of him for some time, though it was he who first informed me about the Nightwings had returned. He and Tizo were instrumental in our meeting. Seems it's been good to see him doing relatively well. Anyway, was there something else you wanted to talk about? Has to be excused. You thank him for his time and bid him a good rest of the afternoon. Also, the music is so good. Cute little imp. The amenities are modest here at Moonlight Alcove, but I suggest you get comfortable. We might be here for some time. As for now, I have business to attend to. Please leave the wagon in my care for now. It shall be ready when you need it next. So basically we hung out here. And you shall have another opportunity to free one of you own. You may earn back their freedom one by one. Many moons pass, and then one evening... New chapters revealed. Poring over the Book of the Rites. Begging your pardon, but there's something you may wish to see. Please follow. Stars shine like you've never seen. Once more, the path toward salvation is revealed, but now something is different. That looks like a black hole. Oh, we get to choose? Showed you a single path, but now several rites avail themselves to you at once. You may choose from several different rites. Oh yeah! Challenge the fate here next. Bogstar. Challenge the dissidents here next. Challenge the Pyre hearts here. Yeah, let's go fight the Pyre hearts first. So we go to the Ridge of Gold, a long way off. Seek the others to gather their belongings and assemble the wagon at dawn. The cycle begins anew as the years advance, and then once again we will travel to Scribegate. How many exactly is difficult to say. Alright. Soul Wagon is more than it appears. With Bertrude's aid, it escorted you across the sea. Now it shall escort us anywhere the stars require. Wagon's interior will look to be old cracks and signs of age. Now expose various intricate components once hidden from view. Shall travel in their customary way. Turns to you indicating levers and devices marked with symbols from the book. Now, reader, whenever you're ready, you may take us up. I will show you how.
Salutares.
Everyone else, hang on. I get an airship?
Parathus. Noxala Tempres.
The Nightwing sail the skies again. Nice. Downside only has a couple spots for landing. So we should be able to make a couple landing places near where we're going. We'll make the way by land, sea, or sea towards our destination. Let us proceed. Oh my gosh, it's completely freeform movement now. Oh yeah. What? Port of the Sandfolds. First found you in the downside. There's nothing for you here, and you wish to never see it again. Alright, so Hollow Route. Expect something of value along this route. Hamatha suggests this may be a faster route, leaving you time for your vocations. Yes! Having landed in Downside Prairie, near the southern edge of Downside, memories of first meeting Hedwyn, Jadariel, and Ruki come flooding back. Your companions assist with routine inspection of the wagon. Hull is intact, did not suffer damage. Small fractures in the edge of the wing flaps. Though on further scrutiny, this proves not to be much concern. Everything appears to be order. The Beyonder seeks Hedwyn. Freestone. Keepsake from Mount Allodil. Teaching the drive imps. Keepsake from down. Oh, cool. It grows things? Alright, Gilman. Shivering there. Does not like flying. This knight heartily concurs! Aww. Yay! Gilman gets +1 hope. I'm probably gonna use him in the next fight. So many keepsakes. Gilman's nearby, yeah, looking for food, foraging for supplies. Hamatha's also nearby, of course, patching up woodwork. Alright. Ask what's on her mind. Does it make you uncomfortable that I should call you best friend? Perhaps you think you do not know me very well, but I know you just fine. You reveal a great deal to me when you come visit like this. You're not the only one who can sense things in others, you know. One learns to read a bit, and when forced to appear within a book for 837 years or so, especially if one is wont to pry a little bit, you understand. I know all about you, common wanderer who vowed to help his friends be free again. only to spend all his time talking to an apparition stuck in stone. I know about your loves or lack thereof, about your favorite pastimes, certain habits you may not be loath to admit. Fear not, I use a special knowledge only as a means to entertain myself, I think. And if you don't like it, why, just keep your distance like so many of your predecessors. As for other Beyonders, they are wraiths like me. They are as wraiths to me. I must seem to all those idiots with whom, as I must be to them whom you consort. I cannot confide in as easily as my own kind, as I can confide in you, but I suppose I have said too much. Thank you for your visit. You've given me a lot to think about. Alright, come on, Headwind! So innocent, that one. Should have a lot to work to do with him, then let's bring him forth. Hey, what's going on? Into the book with you! $160. Dang! It's different playing with a controller, I gotta admit. I'll get the hang of it, though. There we go. Really? Ah, I call shenanigans. Oh my gosh, I'm just getting rocked here. Ah. Okay, why did that not hit him? Ah! Hi. Ah! Really? Okay. There we go. Dang it! This game is hard! Also, this 3-on-1 garbage is ridiculous. Ah! Okay. Dang it. Huh. Ah. I thought I jumped over. Okay. Ugh. Nope. Hey! I'm gonna beat this. I'm gonna beat this. Wow, okay. Yeah, I push a button to do something and it doesn't seem to respond. But yeah, I'll just blame that rather than my own incompetence. Okay, screw it. Switching back to the mouse and keyboard. God! Fucking hell! Bullshit! Okay, back to the wagon. I need to adjust some things. Alright, let's do a little lore reading. Whoa, a lot has opened up. I once to roam free, I remember well those days, which I was called Chief, traveled the world over on my 4 good paws, and I was well adored. Wanted to go stronger, here at last I have. I shall not mince words, this place will either harden you or kill you, shall haunt you with old memories. You share the exile's plight, my charge is to alleviate the sting of it for you a little bit, to prolong your stay, but only for as long as needed. Your charge is to return. We call this place a downside for a reason, but in time here you can learn to eat, seek out shelter, and find a certain beauty in unlikely places. Of molten life. Years upon years we spent distilling life essence from many things, which all once writhed under the auspices of their mortality, which we ourselves cut short. Thus we have no regrets, for we learned much, and so we think did they. We earned the title Witch, and were forced to flee into the downside. Here we encountered Solium Mur, and soon gained an understanding of each other. He bade us circumnavigate these lands, catalog our findings. We felt a strong desire to expose the secrets of this land. He was to yield benefits to those who followed in our wake. Indulge us both, then. Glorian, 100 Minds the Scholar. Do you feel a kinship with the stars? You owe everything to them, perhaps one day even your freedom. I chased the stars across the river of my genealogy until they led me here. I demand they explain to me the paradox of knowledge, for how is it that something can be shared, but still contained within ourselves in its entirety? The stars did not respond, but sent me on a quest. I saw 9 landmarks which they revealed to me, so that someday I would reveal their mysteries to you. These landmarks, emissaries of the stars, are 9 lenses in which we see the lands and see ourselves in a new light. The words of Haub the Swallow, the Accursed. At first I found it too difficult to read, much less to write, even to grasp the quill, but the Horned One Mur implored me. He said this is the greatest gift that he could give me in return. In return for what, I asked. In return for his life, he said. But I did not spare your life, I said. You did, he said. We fight about this still. Mur is stubborn more than I. Now herein, and by his leave, I chronicle the 9 triumvirates, for I am of this land unlike the rest who wish to leave. We knew not everyone could leave who wanted. Seldom would the opportunity rise. Thus we did organize those striving for the chance to the chance into 9 sets of 3. Oh, there's still lots more. Oh my gosh! So much lore! The downside is connected to our realm via a single artery, the river named for our prodigious sap colleague, Luce Glorian. The river gushes into seeming nothingness. The seeming nothingness turns out, of course, to be the downside. The existence undermines thousands of years of thought about the composition of our world. The downside southern edge we call the Sandfolds. It is a desecrated wasteland, speaking well to this land's lack of hospitality. Here the strength of many who survive the river journey finally fails. If only they could clamber further north, where lies the verdant downside prairie, a better place to perish, to be sure. There we go. Gaining the summit of Mount Alodil involved no small amount of sacrifice and sorcery in varying proportion. Mountain's energies were palpable, sensation which we felt indescribable. The lands we stood upon were closer to the stars than to the world we knew. It was upon this highest point in all the downside that we first made efforts to concoct this tome, which you now read. It was there that we were stricken with a vision of the cycle of the rites and felt together for the first time a sense of freedom unlike anything we experienced before, but that is a subject in which our comrades will illuminate in greater detail. Alright. Back to the words of Luce Glorian. Much can be said about the Sisters of the Arch, whom we banished to the great beyond for deems irredeemable. Suffice that the details of their banishment are written in this book. The sisters and the book became inseparable, not unlike the stars, their light, and the infinite darkness that engulfs them. The stars communicate to us, and you in turn. The words within this book are but an edifice, a simple surface. Look past the text to the hidden meaning, to the hidden power. Stars above, as they are not mere lights, these are not mere words. If you chance upon the Sisters of the Arch within their prison here, give them our thanks. Nine triumvirates. That's a ridiculous word that I'm having trouble getting used to. First I found it much... Okay. Yep. Already read all that. It looks like there's another page here. We the 8 assembled... Oh, the words of Tresta Tithys, the Blessed Born. We the 8 assembled here together in downside. We gave our freedom so that you may yet have yours. It is an exchange we have not lightly made. It is my charge to ensure that you should regain your freedom. First off, recognize its qualities and also use it wisely. You do not need a pair of wings in order to be free. My own wings, I once thought that they would take me anywhere. And then they took me here where I am bound. It is your charge to be free, and not to make the same mistakes. Spring from here and learn what we did, and build a new great society. A free society with wings spread wide for everyone. Alright, yeah, that's all the new pages. Okay. Alright. Now I've changed to the Moon Crest, so he respawns faster 30% of the time. I'm hoping that'll give me the chance I need to win, because I feel like a lot of the time I am very good at killing one of them as well as dying at the same time, so I'd like to avoid that. Or at least if I die, spawn back a lot faster than they do. Dang it! There we go. Found an opening. Ooh! One more. Yep. Yeah. This is gonna hurt. 30. Ouch. Bye! But with the big one gone, at least, it got very easy to get past them. That went a lot more smoothly that time. Good to be back after all that. Say, what do you have? Goals Bracer. That when Power casts his aura with greater ease, and games... Oh! Infinite stamina on hit, so... When you, kinda do that line casty thing, there's a brief flash moment where if you release right then, it'll travel faster and farther. So, making that easier for him? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I want that. Pass the time. Struck you since your arrival in the loathsome lands of Blooming Pool. Being stuck out here sure isn't doing me any favors. I don't like letting the downside get to me like this. You decide to focus on your vacations until we're ready to move on. Study in private. Get everybody them passives. +1 hope. Reduces the banishment time. Inspiration comes to you in a flash. Nice. Okay, give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna go grab a drink. I will be right back. I'm back. Got me some pineapple cider. tasty to sip on. Alright. Off we go. Two pages revealed. Alright, both from this chapter. The Ridge of Gold. In the words of Lusglorian, the serpent titan Gandroth turned to brittle stone not long after his death. Of that you may be certain. What remains is a flat elevated basin that stands us closer to the heavens upon the fallen Gandroth's hide. The stars themselves alight, and you shall know you stand on sacred ground. We set the metal sigils, lit the candle flames, and emblazoned on the rock-like forms the sigil of our passage to and from this land. And then the stars themselves, they did reply to us. They sang, shining bright, their voices loud and clear. We understood their cadence and knew how often to return. Oh, there was another page. Guess not. To the slug market. You know, it's not so bad here. Flinging the orb does. Unlearn any masteries and choose again. Yeah, but I like what I've chosen so far. I can sell you that, though. Okay, something I gotta check. I have to know, let's see. Okay. The party member never returns to your ranks, so selling this is a good way to go. Okay. I want to get these up to level 10 at least. There we go. Tizo will be able to move like nothing else. Okay, we'll hold on to the remaining dust and then see what we have here. At the start of the rite, the bearer's pyre gains +7. +7 is not much, but it might be enough to keep me alive one more go. Ooh. I think I want to save that. When carrying the orb, the bearer moves 10% faster than usual, and it's upgradable. When dousing the adversary's pyre, the bearer's pyre is restored up to +5. That could be good. I'll think about it, because it's basically all the money I have. Okay. Well, I'll stop there. Commence the rite.
Malagratia Magaratus. Simavare Girias.
Reader, ever persevering, aren't we? Well then, rejoice, because the cycle of the rites begins anew. Perhaps you'll liberate another soon enough. Your chosen adversaries here shall be the Pyre Hearts. Reduce their flame to ash, just as you did when last you met. Now, who exactly shall oppose them?
Alright, so I'm fighting the worms. Pirates are more capable than before. They gain talismans and masteries.
Who shall conduct this rite?
Aha! Okay, so one is extra quick, and this guy in particular, if you kill him, he basically suicide bombs. Huh. Oh, right, because Jodariel's in the fight. I can only pick one of them.
Say,
Shiru-sama?
Sir Gimp. The choice is cast. Now begin.
Alright.
Best laid plans do oft go awry. Both banished. All of the Nightwings.
Oh my gosh! Bye.
That one almost got through. Their flame has died a little. Positively brutish. How utterly brazen. I wonder, shall the Nightwings press their luck?
Yep.
Resplendent.
Just outrun him. Another inglorious defeat is imminent. This knight can feel it in his bone.
The orb. Simply abhorrent. Your flames grow weak. How comical. Why, that was all of them. There goes the orb.
Dang it!
Deluge did fling himself upon the flames. The two flames now burn equally as bright. Such wherewithal.
Equally, yes.
Now, go on, just once more. Well, now that was exciting. Almost. That ought to wake you up. A stifled effort. And
There we go.
it is done. The Nightwings prevail again. They pulled together ere their pyre sputtered out.
That one was harder.
Is ended.
Sararam Haloshem. Sararam Haloshem. Savaros Mainum.
Bask now in the wisdom of the scribes. The moon-touched girl has greater understanding than it
The
seems.
scribes say inspire me, and now I feel someone closer to them, maybe? Brings the orb faster and farther than normal. automatically leaps towards the orb if no one has it. Yes! Oh, just enough for a level.
Oh, Sir Gilman, yet enlightenment is eternal.
I like that greater cleave ability. They used it a lot on me at the during the last rite.
Align.
No requisitas.
Welcome back. You're serving your companions well. Something I wish to share with you if you have a moment. We've discussed the plan. Ooh, 30% probability.
Mr. Regaste. Mostra temere.
Wings confront which we can influence which triumvirate we face when the time comes for someone to be set free. The object I invite you to use contains further detail. Fred's planner. Ah, interesting. Accusers. Yeah, I want to take them down. Ooh. Huh. Brief explanation of what happened in their past. Contemplative mood. He's been rather quiet, at least more than usual, ever since the confrontation.
Lire miliat mesugarium.
Excuse me.
Torpedo miliat. Sa suprecta sombris atemlo. Ovara tempuriliat. Temporalis.
has gained +2 presence permanently. Ooh! Nice! Wilfred is currently eating with Edwin. Tizo's out on a short flight. Nearby, picking at her food. Off on her own, and sharpening things. Alright, there's a new chapter here. Pyre hearts all follow in the path forged by the Underking Orez. Whose many mighty deeds exceed the smallish nature that somehow contained him. His is the most spirited triumvirate, their courage unfaltering, their hearts full. They live with vigor, and perhaps they die with it as well. They are the Underking's own kind, as at home above the sea as in it, never ceasing, ever longing as they do, for something more. The Underking chose wisely for these qualities. It teaches that a life devoid of passion is a life devoid of life itself. The burning passion is a fuel that drives the Pyre hearts, and in turn us all. Okay. Expressed an interest in seeing how the wild curs in this vicinity are doing. Interested in visiting the mud baths along this route. Let's head to the mud baths. How many exiles see fit to cross beyond it? Some fear the listless remains of Shaq Six Shoulders, the Bone Titan slain by Scribe Haub. Wow. Touchdown at the heart of Yomer Valley, where you face the fate and the dissidents. We wonder where they might be now and how they fare. You have little time before setting land. The Beyonder calls Sir Gilman! And also we have a new, chapter. Downside Prairie first appears serene, it is not. Accommodates only the region's brutish native vines and overbrush. Most likely food sources prove poisonous. Thus we journeyed further north. The climate there grew fouler to my senses, though Yomer found it amenable. The sprawling valley, pocked with long evaporated lakes, gives evidence to the monstrosities which roam this land. We found the region's western edge to be more pleasant on the whole. Therein we found sources of fresh water, whereas over to the east we found the edge of the land's most hideous decay. No, my lovely reader, I must admit, I did not expect your followers to be quite so receptive to instruction as they've thus proved. I know not whether they owe it all to you, or have somewhat more to them than I was first inclined to think. In any case, I am pleased that they are not entirely disgraceful. I would like to keep my expectations well in check, seeing as though I have been thus expelled until the end of time, so it is pleasant when those expectations are exceeded every now and then. I cannot recall when that last was. But the best part of all of this is when those brief times in which you visit me in my domain. I know you cannot for long. This damned crystal in which I'm enthralled shall see to that. Though, as you have perhaps surmised, whenever it decides that one of your little friends is worthy enough, I can offer them a trial, and likewise, I can offer you a chat. Sometimes I think as you achieve those trials of mine, perhaps it is something to trim the length of my eternal banishment. Eternal being what it is, however, perhaps not. Still, if the trophies of those blasted scribes are worth something to you then, all you need is to brave my trials, and they can be yours. However, perhaps there's something good in them for me as well. Then something changes in her. She changed the subject. I've likely said too much. I am not to influence you in your use of the Beyonder Crystal. It is not there to be tampered with by anyone, including me. Forget what I said. Scribe trial! Gentlemen! +4 quickness, yeah! Yeah! Is this knight perchance in trouble for something? Aw. It's 50, okay. Your Highness, I like the sound of that. The flattery shall get you nowhere. Demonstrate your competence to me, and you shall have to do it mostly on your own. Oh, whoops. Wasn't paying attention. Alright, big one's gone at least. There we go. 2 more. Bye! Oh no! What? Ah! Okay. Darn it. Okay, okay. I think I just have one more. Yeah, one more. Got it. It was so much easier than headwinds. He's so fast. Oh, achievement unlocked, Sandra's favorite. Complete 5 trials in the Beyonder Crystal. Yep. Master Reader, this knight is humbled after having passed that sorcerer's test. By the scales of Under King Horus, what is that you have? Horus's scale jumps farther than usual, plus 30%. Ooh! Ooh! Gotta equip that. There you go. Give Faye a little extra quickness. Keepsake from Yomer Valley. explore. Seems inclined to explore the blistering environs here, except for Faye, who is more upbeat even than usual. Sacred bath in mud cleanses the mind. At least I think it does. Come look, come look. Jumps in laughing. First you are put off, but her joy is infectious. Soon you are in better spirits, as is she. You return together to the wagon where you find yourself with time and motivation to pursue vocations. I'm alright with that. And Faye gains 2 hope. Once again, study in private. Gotta get those passives. Alright. Hope is maxed out. That just leaves 2 more to max out glory. Talking to the Black Wagon's walls, something seems to have come over. Little brother, what is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? Whoa! Can respond, but he can listen. He can listen really well. There was something wrong with me, but I couldn't really tell what. They said I was moon-touched, but so what? So then the scribes, they called me here. They were the ones that brought me here, not those people. They were cruel, always so cruel. Didn't have a little brother at the time. No one that I recall, really, anyway, though. So much of it back then. Can't tell how much of it I dreamt. Most of it I didn't want it to be true. But I remember the day they threw me out and let the scribes take care of me, they said. The scribes, they would take care of me. So very quiet here. I was all alone again, although I think I liked it more, being alone down here, than being alone back there. Everyone's alone down here, so it makes me feel less alone somehow. Back there, well, I would sometimes see families, brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers, but here, there was hardly anyone at all. But I knew that I was closer to the scribes. I knew that they were in the sky above, and I did search for them up there, you know? Then one night I found them. I saw the stars, and they were falling to the ground, and I thought, why is it the scribes themselves are crying? Are they sad for me? Well, then I was taken... Well, then that was when I first saw you, little brother. With your help, I was able to get closer to the scribes. That way, maybe they could answer my questions, don't you think? But I'm very glad I found the others. I'm finally not alone. I'm finally not alone, and more importantly, I think sometimes I even feel that way when I'm not alone. Maybe, as we get closer, maybe more often being here with you and all my friends. Aww. Aww. Yes! Crime, vagrancy, motive, none. Basic cognitive standards, and had no place or family in the Commonwealth. Special child, left abandoned despite her seemingly simple nature, possessed a strange affinity for the old ways. One day she was taken in by the authorities. She revealed her fixation about the scribes. She was deemed witless, and when no one claimed responsibility for her, she was cast into exile. In the downside, she wandered aimlessly in search of more clues about the legendary heroes who so fascinate her. Onward! To another rite. Uh-oh. Messenger Imp. News and rumors. Let it in, offer it some light refreshment, as Ruki would have done. The message turns out to be from him. past transgression have all been forgiven since his return to the Commonwealth, offered a well-appointed home and place of business. Must have been represented just the kind of lavish lifestyle that he always claimed to have for himself and his extended family. Eventually, and somewhat reluctantly, however, he refused the gifts. Instead, he tracked down Wolfred's agents, gave them ample information, thus emboldening their ranks. In the last bit of the message, it sounds as though it was just transcribed word for word from something Rookie said. It simply reads, "The rest of you better get back here soon, or else." You thank the messenger in for the report soon. It has all your companions talking. Must have been sad to turn down a house. I hope he isn't sad. Would have turned down living in that kind of luxury. Maybe got used to it here. Maybe he has a conscience after all. Shining example. Sounds like he's doing well. Messenger imp accepts some scraps to eat and rushes off. Companions all gain +1 hope. Alright, and here we are. Page reveal, the scribe's deeds, and the cairn of hope. Alright. I wish to be remembered not for boastfulness. Thus I refrain from detailing our exploits across the land, save to say that they were numerous. Know that only through our combined strength of arms and wit did we withstand the savage land, where the monstrous such were the monstrous dangers that it posed. I came to see all the terrors which I had heard at my bedside in my youth were based entirely in fact. So great they were, they blotted out the sky. Such was the evil that we vanquished, that the remains of it yet shine under the stars, and in the end it was the stars which guided us toward our truest calling. And then celestial landmarks. How ironic that the shattered remains of the Bone Titan Shax's 6 shoulders, which once stood vigilant over the archway into the flagging lands, remain now as a foreboding as when that horror monster still prevents the eventual life. After little Haub dispatched the Bone Titan. Give me a sec. In a feat of ingenuity, Shax's pieces fell unto the valley floor, forming a set of standing stones, which Haub marked. Further, traces of the Titan's glacial blood coagulated to form perfect frozen drops which still shimmer in the darkness. 6 Shoulders seems to start reanimating when the stars above him dance in a certain way. Paint the sigil then in the shining light. Am I gonna have to fight a giant skeleton man? After dousing the adversary's pyre, the bearer earns a reward, so it's similar to the contract. Take the Stardust. Gotta say, your favorite customers I've had all week. Afternoon is just beginning to give way to nightfall. Finish making preps for the rite. You realize Pamitha is nowhere to be found. She was shortly after the Black Wagon came to rest here. She returns just as you were planning on searching for her. Just getting antsy is all. Had to go spread my wings a bit and shake the nerves. Don't you get in my head, I'm telling you the truth, I'm telling you. Get out, get out, get out. Whoa! Ho ho!
Stand forth, you exiles of the Night Wings. You are returned once more unto the cairn of Ha'ub. The triumvirate you stand against shall be the Essence. Snuff out their Pyre's flame and show your worth. Now, prepare yourselves.
This is actually a pretty good arena to be facing them in. They don't really gain an advantage of their flight ability much. Surely give you friends here. Surely you give them pause. Even now, they must be questioning your loyalty. Sorry, I'm coming in. It was time for me to go. And they're using an ashen coal.
Forthwith.
Interesting. Even the enemy characters have background. Plus 25. Oh! Flies faster than usual. Flies faster than usual. Carrying the orb. Flies faster than usual. Carrying the orb flies faster than usual. Use Jodariel a lot. And unfortunately, Pemtha and Jodariel are mutually exclusive at this point. Haven't used Tizo in a while. Let's bring out Tizo. Okay. Gilman, Aina, Faye, or Hedwyn? Let's bring in Hedwyn.
Hedwyn. Gotta stop. It is done. Begin. Oh, so close. The Night Wings Pyre is the first.
Oh, okay, this is gonna be a tough one. Really?
It is what the scribes ordain.
No, it is not. I'm gonna win this.
Such hatred spewing constantly from Tamatha, yet here in exile. There it is.
Really? Just fly the whole way over. Alright. There we go.
Tizo doused their pyre.
If I were that one, I'd be rather angry. plunged into their fire.
Okay, only 10 behind now. Oh, 30 behind.
Be gone now, Tamitha. Righteous fire.
Okay, 10 behind.
The orb. Oh, you poor nightwings. You'll have to do better than that.
Crap, they're gonna get this one.
You left yourselves wide.
Okay! Can only afford one more.
Tizo takes the plunge.
And I need like 2 to 3 more myself. That.
How very sad for the essence. I almost pity what transpired there. And it
Son
is
of a...
done.
Ah!
The essence prevailed. Their pyre burns, whilst that of their adversaries is but ash. Perhaps your fortune shall be better next time, hmm?
Mazorchen proebravet. Sima quagre? Sande varidas. Treaudaceras. Kirsetere. Tenarum dirge. Kireste hista. Hare tema prolet. Concilia. Merove cramta.
There is much to learn from this experience. The exiled Pamatha perhaps can learn the elements of her kind.
Moves faster than usual. Your banishment moves faster.
The holy power of the eldest matriarch. Until the next round.
Oh well. Oh well. Oh well. I'll get the next one. By the dissidents.
marchevare dardas. Va responsa, tiare. Kimrali Beleas.
It's fun. Training, seeking water, surveying nearby paths, trimming horns, cursing the scribes. Nothing on her mind. Eating leftovers. Faye's talking to herself. Alright.
Makognare sa.
Alright. Morbid yet potentially lucrative task. I find some peace here from hard days of travel. Believes their way here are the right train in the ways of the Sea Dominion. Blackmont! Yonder Crystal seeks Faye. And I have a new book! Entry! The Flagging Hands! Which could be called a swamp, if an entire sea could merely be a lake. Big ass swamp then. Find it rather fascinating. Aspects of the southern bog we dwelt in as a tad. Hands are an acquired taste, commendable only for those of our same bent, or perhaps the downside's native imps. The sea surrounded the environs on three sides, appearing insurmountable at first. Talk.
Caricumta, nastis. Recipraste ligaratus.
Chance of a quick respawn time.
Igragisare tometas.
Lorigasenta.
Ramasemptis.
Tereso.
Lentio me prancis.
Aldirias me.
Ooh, against three imps. Okay, that was not a good start. This game is hard. 2 more. Really? Ah! Oh, come on! Ah! There we go. Just had to bottleneck him.
Nuxalas. Cogitia.
How did I do? How did I do?
Ma senta minus carage, tere paloge.
Sinan matujem. Tereso.
Level 20 legendary. After Faye casts her aura, it can bounce off objects and solid surfaces. That is cool! Okay. Put that back. Put that right there. Oh, right. That one isn't level upable. Tiso wants someone to play with him. Gain +2 hope, yes. So lost 1, gained 2. I'll take it.
Preparo. A resintare. Al Gesareta. Al Diemeritan. Cretare. Crecare.
And Hedwin gains more hope! Which is good, because I think I'm going to use him in the next rite. Okay, so everybody balances out except for Hedwin gets a boost. That's alright, that's alright.
Paresta legeramis. Kirsetare? Nela Saratakuste.
Naga Braven.
Kirem Italios.
I want to keep the two of them around because I want to know. I want them to become friends.
Mirza Vistalium.
Figuratus.
Zuvande Stale?
Iucarum. Vocara umen.
Tempersonete?
Si.
Yes! Yes!
Moshiri cantas?
Tantanare templa.
Momita larantas.
Yes! The Freedom Pact. Rid the land of an impending doom, but faced another of its kind, for we knew that we were trapped. Yet for each danger we faced, for each failed ambush by the Arch, we met with gentle souls and kindred spirits in the downside, who deserved more than to fade in the memory of this land. It was then the stars themselves showed us a way, delineating a great voyage across the sea. Near broken we came, but then at last, a moonlit vision, that of the rites. The rites. Thus they shall say of us, the 8 scribes gave their freedom, so that we may yet have ours. And then the Pit of Malive, which I would never again wish to tread, unless the cards made me do it, and that has to be the pit. Dark here beyond all reckoning. Not for Malai's sorceress lantern, all of us would have been lost. Lies within the pit is not to be invoked, although no doubt our goodly Underking shall be able to prevent himself from boasting how Malai sealed it there for an entire age. Yet the thing yet lies there on the edge of death. Through its connection to the stars, it gives the pit significance. Walk there with courage and a steady mind. Sun Serum, Moon Serum, and Star Serum. Okay, so basically stat increasers for one rite. They all cost within the 30s. Not really my thing.
Tasempare rictus.
Nerv.
Strange new stars.
Tarethus.
The greater titans have returned. may invite the influence of Titan stars.
Behold, the Titan stars.
Oh, is this basically ways that you can increase... Yeah, you can increase the difficulty essentially to to gain increased stats. Much quicker to react. Plus 8 hope. Return sooner from banishment.
Limbless Erzek.
Bonus if you prevail, plus 3% enlightenment. Not for 30 to the Pyre, but I'll take the they come back from banishment sooner.
The Titan stars. Burning remnants of monstrosities felled by the scribes themselves. Dare you to stand against them in their fury? Dark is the knowledge that you seek there, reader. Best focus on your adversaries, keen as they are to confront you once again. Put out their fire first, and show them the glory of the Night Wings. Now then, make ready for the rite!
I'll take this one a little serious, because they ain't got Green Tail clogging up their ranks. Alright, 3 cur. One of them has a much larger presence. Scribe Rock, plus 12 presence. Thank you. Thank you, Go Phillies, for another donation. Really do appreciate your support. Thank you, Dad. After plunging into the adversary's pyre, chance to avoid banishment. Oh! Oh! This will be hard. Seriously though, thank you. Okay,
Anytime.
Quit taunting me.
Joe Dariel.
Garathos.
Edwin.
Terence.
Tamatha.
Exalia.
It is done. Begin. The orb is up.
Almost had it.
Quite the turn of events.
Dang it. Oh, and I thought I had someone to pass to.
A mere attempt. A second wind.
Oh, bugger!
Your adversaries are the
Okay, I gotta pause here real quick. This is intense. Oh, okay, focus. Alright.
first to strike. Bad boy, Parker. Bye, Barker.
Almost had it.
Splendid.
Oh, crap! Oh. Okay.
This is the path to glory. It was almost cruel. Tough luck, Nightwings.
Crap.
Shame. Your adversary's fire now burns brighter than your own. The wings have served her too. Your pyre burns brighter for the while. Barker's on time out.
Dang it.
Tough luck, Nightwings. Barker leaps headlong into the fire. You seem unable to stop these people. Out with you all. Glory to the scribes.
Okay.
Perhaps you are worthy. Take that, Barker.
Oh, crap. I ran right into it.
Glory to the scribes.
I think we're tied, though.
Onward thus to greater glory.
Just fly over all of y'all.
Your victory is at hand.
Really?
Now for the Nightwings.
Oh, they're so fast!
That Barker at pause sure is rather quick. Now
Okay, bye.
and it is done. The Nightwings prevail.
I'm lucky that they don't do as much damage as I do, for
Perhaps
example.
a stroke of fortune ought to be thanked.
Ah. It's hard.
The rite is done. The rites do tend to teach something of trust. Perhaps Jodariel finally understands what it all means.
Action alone cannot be the cause. Can banish by flinging the orb into him. Do it!
A flash of inspiration for next time.
Nice.
If only wings could speed us on toward greater understanding.
Yes.
Until the next rite.
Sentana dira.
Vastalantes.
Seriously, thank you again for that donation. Every time I really do appreciate it. Boarding the dissidents in spite of almost having lost. About to join the others in discussing the outcome when Wolfred finds you.
Tempra Benraves.
Let's pull you away. There's something you should see outside.
Inestaritas.
single star shines brighter than the rest. Oh. Oh, so it's already time for another... Oh, and it's against Tamitha again. Really? Yeah. Oh, that'll be hard. Time for another liberation rite.
Barushna.
33% chance of success of the plan. Whoa, several pages. Nice. I like how I'm starting to get like mushrooms and berries that I can sell for additional money, because I'm gonna need the additional funds more frequently.
Belodia Shenta.
Ramiga.
Soli Shenta.
I like how there's so much story with these characters, yet for the most part, like 90% of the character story I won't be able to get without playing the game like 8 times. Not to say that playing this game over and over again seems like a bad thing. I think I'd have a lot of fun with this one. I mean, I've replayed the other Supergiant games a lot too. It's just this... this kind of like filter feeding me only bits of the like character story as I choose what I do. It's kind of frustrating. It's like, I must know everything! Tell me all! But they won't. The stars shine strange beneath the sea. This one dared rise from the waters so that he could see them plain, the burning essences of those who came before. Our lives are but a quest to join the stars. This one longed to be the brightest, but in downside, this one met those whose own stars shall doubtless burn at least as hot. Together, we achieved great deeds. You may see evidence of it. What remains, the greater titans, which once darkened this dark land, but in our kinship was the strength to conquer them. It was this one's humble charge to chronicle those deeds. May the Titan stars never stain the sky during your time. Oh, and now I have information about one of the Titans, because I played with that modifier on. This one, he nary expected his high-minded friend Luce Glorian ever to raise arms, and yet 'twas Glorian alone who toppled the root Titan, which befouled the serenity of Waking Wood. Glorian he brought to bear the might of his entire family of willful saps, contained within his ancient gnarled staff. Soon did the poisoned soil of the limbless Azarek begin to dissipate. The Rootin' Titan cried out in a deafening last cry and withered to a speck. Arzek yet lives, a husk, a single foul seed still rotting where something once mighty stood. Sglorian in his mercy deigned that the surrounding woods ought to grow bold and strong by casting off the influence of Azarek but not forgetting him. And then a page about the dissidents. I myself, Haub, did form the dissidents under the simple tenet, those who do not belong, belong. The other scribes, some of them showed at first reluctance to allow an imp and one accursed to designate one of the 9 triumvirates, but Mur the Horned One, stubborn as he was, stood by my side. In time they came to understand, for I remained as ever at their side, a living bit of proof of their absurdity. The dissidents are an extension of my own oddity. Those who do not adhere, they are not to be discarded, underestimated, or dismissed. They are necessary as those against whom they rebel. Ooh. This is particularly interesting, the stuff about the different triumvirates, because it's like, this fits the description of the characters within that triumvirate, but they almost take it too far. It's very interesting. Posing messages, headwinds nearby they were talking, Sir Gilman's making speeches, Tizo's fluttering about, Jody's staring into the distance, Ametha's nearby, they were talking. Oh, cute little imps. Oh, they're so cute! Do you have anything to say? No. We journey on. Just one more hope. Dang it! Just what I need before, I forget the term already. There's something down here. A liberation rite, that's the term. Nope, not there yet. Here we go. Emperor's Fall and Emperor's Ascent once again. Gain favor of the scribes, shall you land here? Sir Gilman. Faye versus Gilman. I actually plan on using Gilman. No. I'm more likely to use Faye in this fight. Oh gosh, who would be a good counter to the birds? Actually, Gilman would be an okay counter to the birds.
Marendare Varkos.
Beyonder seeks Pamitha. Ask what is on her mind first. I thought I told you to go, pushing you away as she did before. Perhaps I ought to cease my services to you. Imagine not being able to access the loathsome trinkets which I grant to you. Imagine those idiots of yours having to get by without my tutelage. It was once a weapon used to kill an emperor. Attempt to kill him anyway. A tool to be this. She is not in a good mood. Alright.
haren talogetimas.
Marifista legaramis.
Mon protrage palo.
Lubre gamias.
Savenza la mia mità.
Mero gontanage.
Nice. Oof. Oh, timed that one so poorly. Darn it! I was hoping the opposing harp would. Bye. Cool. That's it. That one was real easy.
Riosta vero scettemo. Mon protrage paloge.
Metria ventas.
Mistress Plume. Flying shall not be banished by dousing the adversary's pyre and deals 3 more. Yes! Well, I think I'm using her in the next rite. Amethyst sleeping it off. Sampling the soil. Teaching the drive imps. Sniffing at something. Ugh, skinning something. Out for a run. Mixing inks. Out on a walk. Solitude of Emperor's Fall. Inner thoughts as if you were speaking aloud. This night's glory days gone by, often he wonders. Perhaps you know the answer to that. Please do not spoil it for him. For now the solitude here is fit for pursuing vocations, and Sir Gilman gained 2 hope! Study in private, gotta get that glory. Raises how much your exiles how much damage they deal to the adversary's pyre. Yes! Nice little extra poke invoked by everybody. Whoa, he is raring to go. Fuming in anger, you are hesitant to approach, but you approach anyway. Exile is too light a sentence. Zoe's outburst didn't happen. Seems that you would hear them. Apologizes ahead of time for burdening you with further of his troubles. Here then are the troubles you requested. Yes! For this night, it's like a wound which will not close. Interesting.
Salum tia nelotamita.
Roster bio updated! Gilman! Which was basically what was discussed. They were trying to hold a tower, and his commander was like, nope, I'm out of here! And everything fell apart as a result, even though he tried to chase down his commander. And as a result, he was considered a traitor too. No more Rookie to complain about the battle. Okay, we continue onward. Gain Jodariel shall gain favor. I mean, I plan on using Pamitha in this fight, so we'll go this route. Yeah, I plan on sending Headwind back if I win. Plus 2 presents for the next rite. Alright, the big moment. Here's hoping I win. This will probably be the end of my stream after this is done. Gotta end on a high note, but this group beat the pants off me before.
Salutium, Ceres.
Page revealed. From the top of Mount Alodil, the downside may be seen in its entirety, or at least felt since so much of the land is shrouded. But that is hardly all. Through a wondrous miracle there lies upon the highest mountain an inverted fall, whose waters crash not towards the sea but rush toward the heavens. We speculate that these are the very waters which deliver us but now, bend backward, seeking their return, as do we all. In this phenomenon can freedom be achieved, but only for the chosen when the time is right. This path to freedom we cannot traverse, but we shall leave open for you so that you may strive for it. Nice, that's what I wanted. Costs more than I have. Oh, I can sell these though. Still not quite enough. There we go. Bring the extra damage of this up a little bit.
Aștare craftis. Nesenta kera faciam.
Ligeratus tamta.
Samfi demistas.
Here we go. A nice liberation, right? Thank you all for tuning in. This will be tricky. Started this right, your adversary's Pyre will have +3. I'm not going to use that on any of these on a liberation, right? Yeah, I'm none of the Titan stars. I want to actually be able to beat this, especially since this particular triumvirate gave me a lot of grief last time.
The Nightwings have returned unto the fall of Solium, at which the scribes first formed their sacred union. At stake this night is freedom and prosperity. But only for one exile who prevails in this liberation rite. Your many adversaries all did strive to earn this opportunity.
This is gonna be
'Twas
difficult.
the essence
Okay.
which earned it. Who shall be absolved is up to all of you.
Volunta lorigas.
Volunta lorigas.
Regeta noxalas.
Nessemedja resortion.
Sentir allostium.
Terran zakta daret.
Rictus tafin.
Triage franda.
So snobby. Plus 25.
Ligeratus tanta.
Noxalas.
Who would you set free?
Okay, first I want to see what the adversaries have, even though I'm sending Headwind. Okay, so Relentless Pursuit. Banished. Well, Wings. Okay. Alright, so possibility to return faster than usual for all three of them. Moves faster holding the orb, moves faster holding the orb, and their Pyre gains plus 25. Okay. Anoint Headwind.
Head in. Who shall stand with him? Tamitha.
Jadariel would be really good because she is the most skilled that I have right now. But I really need to try to get some of these other characters leveled. Let's take Gilman. Yeah, let's take Gilman.
Sir Gilman.
Both he and
It is done.
Pamitha are really fast, so hoping to use that to my advantage, especially in a completely empty arena, or not. Bye! You guys just duke it out on the other side of the arena, no biggie. Let her prevail here just this once. No. No. Dang it! Wrong button. They're gonna get this one. Okay. Okay. Focus. Focus. Gold. 88 to what? 80? Dang it! Okay, Down by 28. There we go. Catching up. Dang it.
Careless. She soared right in. Your adversary's Pyre now falls short of yours. Oof.
Thank you, Gilman, for just being very fast. Even though you don't do much damage.
Oh, thoroughly banished. Glorious.
Oh, one more. One more.
No more than a lick of flame remains.
No, 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 no.
Be gone, you lot.
Bye. Game. Oh.
The Night Wings proved their worth. Rather convincingly, I must admit.
I like how this game is just so gray
Thus
area.
ends the liberation
Because they're like, please don't let him win, please don't let him win.
the
But
scribes
let him
have
win, but
chosen
sort of.
the
And then there's the
exile
case of
appointed
Faye,
by the
who it's
Night
like, is it
Wings
really best for
shall
her
be
to go
free.
back? We don't know, nor...
Absolved of all
It's so
misdeeds.
good!
Return to glory in the Commonwealth. His adversary and all others shall remain to carry out their rightful sentences.
Bratislava.
Be a better place for all of us. Lunges out of sight into the shimmer pool. His voice audible but growing faint. It's happening. Goodbye. Goodbye everyone until we see each other. May he return in glory.
The 8 scribes are ever merciful. By their grace, the cycle of the rites may soon commence again. May the scribes have mercy on us all.
Put our sisters on the other side in even greater peril.
Sinde misteri frantus.
Against the Essence.
Molishemtes.
One less mouth to feed. Liberating Headwind. 41% chance of success on the plan. Seen the stars, or should I say the lack thereof. Then let us go once more to the Moonlight Alcove.
Sabomdias.
Excellent work. Thank you for your perseverance. Fortunate I've been in all this, not just me, but really all of us who had a chance to stand with Edwin here. Ours is admittedly somewhat a desperate plan. It is vital to me should the Nightwings rise again, that it be under proper care and guidance. I was just thinking about how well Headwind served in that capacity. His presence will be missed. My agents and I were unsure of him at first. But in the end, I felt he was worth a shot. Someone like him, sincere, determined, loyal friends, and desperate to get home. Those qualities spoke volumes. I have every faith that he shall strive on our behalf now in the Commonwealth, and it is my hope that he yet finds the one he sought. The Essence. The winged members of the Essence, each chosen by the matriarch, Trista Thief, are living exemplars of liberty and piety. Would that my wings could be thus. Once, of course, you know we all had wings. It was said that the men and women of the Empire relinquished theirs, drawn in by earthly matters as they were, but the harps such as Trista held tight the liberty their plumage could afford. These divergent paths did cause a share of differences between the winged and the wingless over time, but here in this land, our purposes shared, our goals united. That then is the Essence. That is who they are and what and why. Which is interesting because they strive for liberty to the point of crushing their enemies here. On Mercy, Trista Thesis, the Blessed Born. Mercy is the beating heart of a truly free society. Mercy, even for the perpetrators of the darkest deeds. As our liege Solium Mur drifted in an ocean of regret, he found their mercy, or rather it found him, and it saved his life. Mercy, freedom, they are intertwined. A society which raises a clenched fist against its own shall follow the doomed path of the Empire of Sar. Ours shall be a merciful society. May the perpetrators of the darkest deeds be sent to join us here, where they may learn as we have. Mercy shall engender union among all our different kind. We shall stand shoulder to shoulder, equals in the same society. Time is it? 3:35. You know what? I think I'm gonna stream more because I really like this game, and I'm just really enjoying this. I've had a rough week, mostly just due to lack of sleep, and I'm really enjoying this. So I'm gonna keep pressing on after a quick bathroom break. So give me a couple moments, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I have some blueberries. Like blueberries. And now that I have a moment to breathe easy after that intense match too, I really do want to say another word of thanks to Go Phillies for that donation. Every little bit helps gets me closer to making this my primary source of income, you know? As much as I enjoy my part-time position, I would love to reach the point where this became my job. And donations such as that really do help, so thank you. Also, you know, because you're dad, it means all that much more, and I really do appreciate it. You once again find yourself amid the quiet nooks of Moonlight Alcove. Here you wait until the stars deem it time again. Anything here before I go?
Venta visitame.
Varsågod till Mas. Maderumsat.
Your companions once more await the night, stars begin to shine again. The plan is all set in motion. Commonwealth, a nation that has stood for 1,000 years, is in turmoil. If your companions return there through the liberation rite, what sort of place shall they be coming back to? Many moons pass. One evening, amid a downpour, with no interest whatsoever in relenting, Wilfred requests everyone to convene, as an announcement of sorts. Chapter revealed rites of flame. There's an aspect of our plan which I have not talked to you about in length. What do you see in your companions? Living vision of the 8 scribes themselves, each one among them hailing from different tribes, which later formed our Commonwealth. My observation does not come from pompousness, I think. Rather, I believe the scribes themselves desired, or shall I say desire, such a course. Together, they created all this ceremony for which we're now a part. The exiles, liberated through their rites, went on to found the Commonwealth, based on their values and their teachings. Just a sec, something I want to check here. Okay, yeah. Thus, an instrumental aspect of our plan is to embody the spirit and the culture from which the Commonwealth arose so many centuries ago. That way, when we are all united on the other side in solidarity, the people all shall see that we reflect the values they yet cherish in their hearts, not merely our own. Anyway, we are still missing one key representative on behalf of Molten Malaith. And I happen to know a certain bog dweller who I think shall fit the part splendidly indeed. Bertrude!
Araves Taros.
We frighten you, apparent.
Ligar estás.
Okay, look at the planner. So currently... Okay, so currently who am I possibly to face? The Withdrawn... Come on, come on, come on. The Tempers. And Chastity. Fight the Chastity next. Oh! Bertrude's decks. Unusual etched cards depicting the Greater Titans. Probably for curses and enchantments. Dr. Bertrude after reading the page. The Rites of Flame. These blackened nails do I hereby inscribe the Rites of Flame. The bylaws shall be written here in full. We the Eight decree the rites, a test of one's worth in body, mind, and spirit. Now, until the stars abandon us, this shall be the binding law within the downside. Those deemed worthy in the rites are to regain their freedom from the downside and return whence they came. Exiles shall conduct the rites as one of 9 triumvirates, and look towards the stars for guidance on their path. Exiles shall bear this book as status. Thinking about the black wagon in a disapproving way, she fixes her gaze on you. Her expression does not change. Such a clutter added to this wagon since we looked upon it last. Unsightly. I remember from our abode in Flagging Hands, the reading one Sandalwood referred to. So that you can extract meaning from that tome. 'Twas a feat we wished to witness for ourselves. Thy flesh has been but the smallest fraction of years ours has withstood, yet we are expected to believe thou canst understand the Book of Rites.
Salumvare. Te balamdasta. Panseveras.
It's still sparkly, there's another page. Essential structure. Were chosen by the stars within the dark of night shall 2 triumvirates stand in opposition. far enough afield beside their consecrated pyres, symbolizing their resolve. In each triumvirate, the three shall act as one to demonstrate their trust in each other, not just themselves. Triumvirates shall endeavor to extinguish the pyre of their adversary, whose flames are only to be staunched through a celestial orb descended from the stars. Whoever pyres remains burning shall prevail. The triumvirates are to disperse. Oh man, there's a lot here. We the Eight have seen the turning of the stars from now until the ending of our age. Heed their guidance and ours. The stars take many cyclic turns. The rites commence at their behest upon celestial landmarks where the town side's greater titans fell before the heavens. Excuse me. Bearing this, the book bestowed upon your triumvirate, you, the reader, shall perceive under which stars you are to congregate. Follow where they lead, as your adversaries shall. If either of you fails to appear, then neither of you walks the path. Whether you prevail or fail, from that point the stars shall guide you on. For each rite, the rites bearing this book, which there are but 40 copies, found in Astral Hide. Exiles shall 40 copies. Nine triumvirates, 3 participants, and a reader. That should be 36. The other 4? Exiles shall wear the sacred remains, fashioned in our likeness, at the summit of Mount Alodil. Their identities are to be concealed, for they shall represent us all. Exiles shall set a metal sigil for their pyre, and consecrate the grounds using the words, "The 8 scribes gave their freedom, so that we may yet have ours. The heavens shall respond when all is set." Law of 3. Each triumvirate shall act as one. Disobedient shall suffer banishment or permanent expulsion. Those of a single mind to demonstrate their faith, recognize that they, as we 8, cannot prevail alone. Lacking experience in this may designate a reader whose focus on this book may help others coordinate. However, only those who shall conduct the rites firsthand shall walk the path toward enlightenment and will be able to regain their freedom. 2 opposing pyres. Protect their pyres with their lifeblood. Lifeblood itself is never to be shed during, before, or after any rite, lest the disobeyer suffer permanent expulsion. Exile is injury enough. The rite is an act of mercy. Fear not the purifying flame. Plunge into it headlong and without fear, for you shall be protected by the stars themselves. Seek freedom in the flame. The aura is the exile's solitary weapon in the rites. Cross one's aura, the adversary shall be banished. Banishment is fleeting nothingness. Seek the pyre's light and thus make your return. The exile's presence shapes an aura. Exiles gain greater auras while standing side by side, for we gain strength together. Exiles may cast their aura through sheer force of focus on this book. So many. Celestial Orb. But one such orb shall be veiled by the stars, requiring triumvirates to vie for it. Cosmic connection to the flames that remain, and this book bestows necessary qualities for its bearer to prevail. Effortlessly sails the orb between the 3 and the triumvirate. Seeks the grasp of whoever acts among the 3. Once grasped, the orb shall draw within it all the bearer's aura, fueled by the triumvirate's own flame. It is to be cast into the flame. The path. Exiles who walk the path toward enlightenment shall at times be struck by an epiphany and achieve mastery in some respect. Choose well among these, and surpass your adversaries. Whenever you prevail, your triumvirate earns favor. Triumvirate with the most favor shall be summoned to the Liberation Rite. Then the cycle shall begin anew. Liberation. Favored most triumvirate shall confront the one which we appoint. 2 triumvirates shall pass through Scribe's Gate, worth assessed under the stars. Only the most enlightened exiles within each triumvirate may be anointed with a chance for freedom. 2 of their companions shall support them whilst they strive. The winning champion will be returned in glory. Alright.
Sabondias. Mesum legaritas.
Sembra che taste. Moreno tendas.
Oh, hey there.
Quebras e crentas.
Sorry, not sorry. Just curious. The Hive Titan is a rather sordid tale. Perhaps you've already read it. Not all believes the book exists, nor the Greater Titan, nor the rites. Encountered exiles believing that the Titan quite perished by accident, rather than a cunning trap laid by Yomer. Alright, so what do we got? We got Blue Hive. Express an interest in exploring the pools and Fall Flat. Yeah, let's go here and get Faye a little bit of a bonus here. Oh, Wilfred. Pouring over a copy of the Book of Rites. Written in a book that hardly anyone believes exists, and fewer can read and comprehend. How absurd this all is. So few with whom I can discuss it in detail.
Tederandasvari. Zembales praxit.
Sorry, I'm just reading through this quicker. How fascinating secrets have been kept for all this time. Excuse me for my extracurricular interest in its teachings. Used to teach a version of history. Access to the real thing has brought me some small pleasure. Let us be certain to preserve these volumes for whoever shall use them next. Being consoled by Faye. Grubs. Ametha nowhere to be found. Gilman's fixing his helmet. Cute little drive imp. Staying out of the way. And Bertrude is brewing something. Caused Faye to gain enlightenment. Sweet! Spring of Yomer. Alright. Let's go fight some tree people! Spring of Yomer. I oftentimes think the carapace of the Hive Titan shall be an everlasting blemish upon an almost splendid bit of land, but Yomer in his brashness felled the monster with a certain flair. Then the moon shone through the ridges of the massive carapace and shined upon the pooling acre, turning it into the freshest nectar ever to be tasted. Spring shall flow eternally, and those who walk within it shall experience the resplendent glory of the land. The stars begin to fall there in the spring with regularity, and now we know how soon again they shall do so, and we wish for you to see it for yourself. Seems to be speaking to herself, unaware of your presence. Are intertwined. Mercy shall engender union among all our different kind. Mercy shall among all our kind. She's reciting passages from the book of your rites, though to your knowledge she doesn't know how to read.
Domi masarunto koloshe.
Oh! More of those that I can sell.
Catching flies. Great taste. Great taste.
Kinda wanna save for the lunar glass. Yeah. We'll save for now. Commence the rite.
Tashe ligaratus. Rotave baros. Aharo destecan. Me voluntave. Mi varitavos te. Samaritus.
Huh. Ooh, and there's a new one. Adversaries have +8 quickness. Okay, let's do just this one. +10% enlightenment.
Unfathomed plurness. The much vaunted reader has returned, and it would appear his ranks grow stronger. Consorting with the bog-crone Bertrude, are we? How very strange that you befriended her. At any rate, your adversaries in this rite shall be the Chastity. put out their flame, and walk the path to liberty.
Hello, some of them looked at. Igaristas. Sorry, Kustis. Pollution Himo. Marampoja. Little Francis. What a kind of writer's day. Similar Tamus Day. Oh, oh. Ligaratus. Somvarte Praventus.
The bog-crone Bertrude shows herself in full. Though I have to wonder what became of her accomplices. Of one accomplice in particular. You watch yourself around her, reader. None are sentenced into exile without sufficient cause.
Of little consequence. He side with you because of Sandalwood, because of his plan. Okay.
Similar Tom's Day. Curabrem terra Francis. Magenta. Oh, Mate Bretali. Sota.
Now we shall get started.
Motive, self-game, oh right, they described all that in prior. When preparing to fling the orb, charge speed increases 40%. Sapling shall immediately spawn near his Pyre until he returns. After casting Sprout, Manly Sapling spawns faster than usual, gains a larger aura. Savage. Bear's Pyre is restored by +8. Okay, so these two will heal their own Pyre.
Terias?
Tizo. Bertrude. Very well.
He's tired of listening to Manly and wants the right to start.
What a time of writer's day. Saramgoji.
Alright. With that 10% modifier on there too.
Now begin. 'Twas bound to happen.
Banner?
Bertrand banished. There.
Dang it!
Bye now. Banished each in turn.
There we go.
Wings make their mark on the blade. The orbs unclaimed again. Wherever did the night wings go? Shame.
Okay.
Oh. Almost. Thoroughly banished. Oh my word. The Nightwing's pyre burns brighter for now. None left unscathed. Disaster.
Okay.
A show of strength from the Nightwing's opponents. Alas for Faye. Their pyre sputtered.
Just dash past him. Go, Tizo, go.
Do you believe you can prevail in this? Yes! 'Twas a crushing blow. Now go! A shameful outcome. An unimpressive thrust, but true. That's it. Absolution.
Cool.
Your victory is at hand. And it is done.
Okay.
Alas, that their adversaries failed to stop them. The ceremony is complete.
What you told me? Oh. It's even on Thomas Day. Novertas. Excelia temandas.
Boundless are the teachings of the scribes.
Nice. Come on, level up. Oh, just short. Got one level up though.
Crone called Bertrude opened up her eyes.
Alright, what abilities does she have? Bertrude's Pyre has less fire, I guess, than the adversary's, deals an additional 5. Aura Blast arcs at a wide angle in a larger area. Charge up time before they can use their Aura Blast is greatly reduced. When Bertrude's Pyre has less fire than the adversaries, they deal 10 less. Oh, that's powerful. Okay. When they have more fire than the adversaries, deal an additional 5. Pounces on an adversary, instantly recovers all of her stamina, while Slithering uses 50% less stamina and moves more quickly. Oh. Once per rite, after saluting her adversaries, turns them into fast-moving howlers. Yep.
The secrets of the Wild Witch revealed. Until the stars align.
Alright. After overcoming the chastity with a plum, return to find Wilfred and the Lone Minstrel in conversation. This one star should be illuminated now, not what I expected. Tariq and I noticed a strange occurrence in the sky is all. Star of Claimer Rope Collar.
Frabelle Gasta.
Star. Okay, I fight the accusers here no matter what. Interesting. Isle of Kaelmer. Ah. In the Deathless Tempest. Have you been there before? Long ago. Only the scent. Tizo! Why are you so sad? So it's just to be left alone. Almost turn into phase, you turn to leave.
Si tempi vilia.
Still wishes to be left alone. Uh-oh. Someone ate a bad mushroom. Poor little guy. Revealed pages. Spell name of the Star Titan is written here but once. Do not invoke it lest you aid its reawakening. Subs upon despair, fear, and doubt in lands such as your own. Track the loathsome pit where it lay, nursing wounds sustained from traveling across the stars in search of simple prey. Could drive a lesser creature to the brink. Sanity. Mere passing glance, but not Melith. She cast upon the fiend 100 words of binding, each one binding more than the last. The creature's incandescent skin, we bound this book. Bound ourselves unto the stars. Ugh. It's a weird image. Chastity. Count themselves as disciples of Luce Glorian, the 100 Minds, known firstly for his wisdom, but also cherished for his modesty, integrity, and kinship. In forming his triumvirate, was to instill all his subjects with a deep-seated deference and respect for the rules governing the liberation cycle. The cycle of the rites needs to be respected to be understood, and needs to be understood to be respected. Thus the chastity are emissaries of the cycle. Should they earn back their liberty, they shall spread it, enlightenment thyself, and all of us shall grow. Yeah, definitely not in the current iteration. Debating with Volfred. Lurking under the wagon. Yeah. Practicing feints. Strumming a tune. On what? Your loot is right there. Having a light meal. Okay. Well. It's almost 4:30 my time. I think I'm gonna call it there for today. I want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching. I want to give a double thanks to Go Phillies again. Thank you, Dad, for your support. I do appreciate the donation. And I hope to see you all again next time. I will be on again Monday, playing more of Dead Space 2. If you haven't seen any of that playthrough, I think some of the VODs are still on Twitch. If not, they're definitely over on my YouTube channel. Yeah, I hope you all have a great day. God bless, and I will see you Monday.